You know, at this time of the year, the weather in South Florida is constantly changing, which can mean disaster for your property and your personal health. CERT Restoration is your solution. CERT Restoration is a full, certified, and insured restoration company, servicing now the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. At CERT Restoration, no job is too difficult. We specialize in leak detection and prevention, roof tarping, as well as water extraction and mold remediation. With CERT Restoration, you can trust for a quick response. With our world-class 24/7 emergency service, CERT Restoration has been in this industry for over 5 years. With our industry know-how, credentials, training, and extensive experience, we are proud to say we have consistently met and exceeded our clients' expectations. The rainy South Florida season is upon us. Hazardous buildup like mold has grown to be a property owner's worst nightmare. CERT Restoration take pride in spreading awareness in our community of health hazards caused by mold. Get your free property evaluation today. Call us at 866-217-7462. That's 866-217-7462. Or visit our website at certainrestorationllc.com.
Hi everyone, good evening and welcome back. My name is Sabrina VALBRUN with CERT Restoration, Woman in Construction. Welcome to the Community Trailblazer Show. As you know, we believe in giving you your flowers now, and we welcome all entrepreneurs and business owners to the show. So if you are watching and you are interested on being on the show, definitely give us a call, 954-330-6097. And thank you for watching for Jaspo TV and listening to 980 AM. Today we have an amazing guest. Very, very important topic. Don't go anywhere. Again, Sabrina with CERT Restoration for all your water damages, roof leak, mold in your home. We specialize in mold. You definitely want to give us a call. Without further ado, I have my amazing co-host. Take it away.
Hey guys, Stewart, your commercial small business insurance rep, your business continuity expert. I help business owners make sure they're protecting their operations and put systems in place. Make sure when things go wrong, they know exactly how to respond. So if that's a concern, we want you to reach out and talk to us. You can give me a call at 954-450-8355. But hey, enough about me and Sabrina.
Okay.
Really, it's about our guest and what they do and how they help and who they help. So we always say the best person to introduce yourself is you, because who knows you better than you?
Exactly.
Tell us who you are.
Nice. Thanks for guys. I'm honored to have me on. My name is Anthony Georgescu. I've been working in the financial services field for the last 7 years.
Nice.
And recently took over a family office where my mom started back in 2011.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm happy. I love when I hear legacy stories.
Absolutely.
I'm big on legacy.
Ownership, right?
Yes, ownership is the best way. So tell us a little bit more about yourself before we move right into, the personal part. We want to know a little bit about yourself.
Yes, absolutely. I actually was introduced to the industry, of course. Long story short, my mother, I didn't really have a choice.
Sometimes that's gotta be the best choice.
Yeah, that's the best choice.
No choice.
But people, different areas in finance that people specialize in. But when it came to the work that we do, especially when it comes to handling money for clients or the insurance industry, specifically life insurance, I was looking for something out of school. Once I graduated high school, I was in real estate for about a year, and my career lasted a short year. Right? Not because I couldn't do it. I just didn't have that passion for it. It's just something that I didn't pull my heart. And I wasn't looking for something that paid the most. I was looking for something I could put my heart into.
Yes.
And the fact that the passion, right?
Yes.
And I developed my passion working in the business because the first person I sat down with, I was actually at an appointment. My mother, she's so awesome. She actually trained me in the business.
Nice.
And she was the one that actually had helped out the client. But once I saw what we did, put together an amazing plan, and it was just a single mom, with 4 kids, and I knew her son. And she had the wrong financial products. She was overpaying, underinsured, and she had no strategy for retirement. And we were able to go in there and help her. And it wasn't a big budget. She had, an extra $100 a month, $200 a month that she could set aside. And from then on, that's where I was like, I want to be able to sit down with families in the middle income market, which is the target, 30 to 50, our target client base, where we could sit down with them and give them a plan. And that's where I saw the opportunity to give back, and of course, don't forget the money, right? And that part. But then I also saw, and I was blessed because I could say, I could take care of my family with taking care of my mom, and retire her in the business as well. And I was able to kind of do that at that point, shortly after, back in 2022. And so it's been a fun run. So now I was 19, I'm 27 now. So got a little experience, but
still a baby. Yeah. But I'm super proud of you. Like, that's a great choice. Your mom did an amazing job raising you, and also an amazing job guiding you towards that and creating that legacy for you. So I'm extremely proud of her.
And the work ethic from my dad's side too. I can't forget my dad.
So, of course,
he gave me the work ethic not to quit.
Yes, hey, I love that. I love that. So now let's go right into it. So tell us, like, okay, I know that's your passion. Can you go into like more detail? What do you do? Like maybe the different type of policies. Let's just get right into it.
Absolutely. Well, I think it's most people, when they're looking at, of course, doing the right thing for their family. I do believe that people want to do the right thing, but there's three things that I feel like people kind of lack it. Number one is a plan.
Yeah.
Number two is people are misinformed out there when it comes to the different financial products or areas that they could really start planning. And then they're also uninformed. Like they just don't know what they don't know, right? Like there's things that you learn in business that you're like, oh wow, I'm glad I know that now.
Yeah.
I didn't know that before, whether it be a mistake or something that could have helped you out in your career. And so when it comes to planning, the foundation of any financial plan, we talk about building a financial house. Think of a house and think of the foundation, right?
Yeah.
If you want to build a house, are you going to build it on rock or on sand?
On rock.
On rock, right?
Solid.
So what's the top of the house? The roof, right? We talk about that's, making sure nothing can get inside, right? We want to make sure you have a will. Talk to we're not lawyers, but talk to an estate attorney, somebody that can help you plan a will, get a living will, power of attorney, so nobody can come in and take your assets, right?
Yeah.
All the things you've been working hard for. The second thing on that list would be like retirement or college savings. But the foundation, because that's future, right? That's future looking. The foundation would be making sure you have the adequate, proper amount of life insurance. And that's where we see today there's a coverage gap. People are underinsured. They rely on job policies through work. They have some life insurance that they bought because it was $10 a month online, and they submitted an application. And nobody did that here, right? No, right?
No.
And they saw it was $10 a month, and you can be covered for instant issued 40, 50,000 or 500,000, right? And so just when we look at that, is people are underinsured. You have a family, you got kids. If you're a parent, right? You just had a baby, or maybe your kids are a little bit grown, they're about to go to college. But you still have debt, you still have a mortgage. You need to know what your number is, your income protection number. I call it your IP number. What's your income protection number? And that's where we usually look at like if you take your income for an example, someone's making $100,000 a year. Well, if you are looking to replace your income if you were to pass away, God forbid, what would your family do if you weren't here tomorrow? That number, we usually look at 10 times someone's income. So $100,000 a year is taking care of your family today. What does that look like in 10 years? That's $1 million. And that's just replacing your income. And now we got to look at if you have a mortgage, what's the balance on the mortgage? And so that's where we find out through a simple analysis, to keep it simple, not to complicate things. How much coverage do you need for your family? And that's the foundation. Then we can start working on other things, because life happens. You're not here tomorrow. What is your family going to be left with? GoFundMe?
If you go on GoFundMe right now, you'll see a lot of those actual opportunities that people have to try to donate to somebody. One, they fall short of their goal, and two, a lot of them are because somebody died without life insurance.
All the time.
a lot of those unfunded, underfunded opportunities. Somebody died, they didn't have protection in place, and GoFundMe, it's not working for a lot of people.
Yeah. And that should not be like a backup anyway. That's like GoFundMe is not life insurance.
It's not. It's not. Definitely. That's what. And you know, the average GoFundMe. Do you guys know how much it actually covers? What the average GoFundMe raises?
Yeah, it's less than 10,000.
Less than 10,000. It's actually about $2,200. The average GoFundMe, unless you're some popular. You know, I heard somebody on Facebook. They raised like 50, 60,000 in a matter of 24 hours because it was a celebrity.
Oh.
It was an influencer on Instagram that passed away.
Yeah.
That's an influencer with millions of followers.
Yeah.
You know, you're
or-
talking local community people that they lose a loved one.
Yeah.
$2,200. So the average funeral is 10 grand. Average,
Not even covering it.
not even
Not
covering
even
that. So you're
covering that.
thousands of dollars short, and unfortunately, that's what leaves people in a mess financially. And we could avoid that.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a must. That's a must. So what is when it comes? What is like the best option? Is it like one policy fit all? Like what are the different plans?
Well, I'll tell you what we would recommend, and then
Uh-huh.
I'll also make you aware of what we're seeing today and how people are getting misinformed about how they're purchasing life insurance. And to give you an example, they're buying life insurance as, well, life insurance is not when you die, it's for when you live.
Yes.
And you should invest. And I talked to people. I had a client conversation. It was a nurse, and she was like, well, I have a retirement plan. It's my life insurance. And I was like, you have a life insurance retirement plan? And it was one of those policies
Uh-huh.
that she was sold that was, you know, and there's different names for it, but under the coverage amount, it's cash value life insurance, whole life, universal life, variable life. And people are getting targeted more than ever today with IULs, Index Universal Life Insurance.
Yeah.
25%, I just read a statistic, 25% of the life insurance sold today, companies are finding out that they're making a bunch of profits on it, and insurance companies are in business too,
Yeah.
make
Yeah,
money,
business to make money.
and they're finding out that they're able to make a truckload of money from people that are uninformed, and they're thinking that people, you know, I'm investing for retirement in my life insurance. So it's like, think about it. If something sounds too good to be true, what it usually is.
Not
It's
true.
Too good to be
Sometimes it
true.
is,
So
yeah.
how can I have a tax-free retirement, tax-deferred policy, market performant policy, and it provides my family a tax-free death benefit, and I can put my kids through college with it? Like now, you know, it's life insurance.
Yeah.
It's not an investment, and so I just want to make people aware of that. That's just number one. Is if somebody's approaching you about investing in insurance, and you do have a need for insurance, you have a family, you have someone that loves you that you're providing for that you need to protect, just look at their credentials. Are they investment licensed?
Yeah.
If they're giving me investment advice or they're approaching it, number one, it's not legal to call an insurance policy an investment, but people are doing it anyway. Once you sign those dotted lines and you put in $10, $15, $20,000 and you find out that what you bought wasn't the right, what you bought wasn't what you thought it was,
Yeah.
and you want to get out of it,
That's on you. You
the insurance
sorry.
company says you signed, you read the contract, from what we understand you read it, we can't do nothing about it.
Yeah.
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 You
Absolutely.
don't sign anything you don't fully understand.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I want to say this too, because there's a lot of people in the industry that are selling products that they don't understand.
True.
That's the reality.
Truth bomb.
They get told by an insurance company marketing representative, oh, this policy can do this policy can do that. And so they take that information and they go out and they talk to people and they go, oh, what's a universal life? And you know what they say? They say, oh, it's just like, it's a whole life with some added benefits. Like,
With some
no,
candies.
it's not.
Absolutely not.
It's a permanent policy with no guarantee.
No guarantee.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It is flexible premium, flexible benefit policy.
And it's true too. It's because a lot of them really don't know.
don't
They
know.
unaware.
Yeah,
So
They're glorified
and that's
salespeople.
why
They're order
education
takers. Yes.
is extremely important, and that's why I focus more on educating our community.
Absolutely.
Let them know, oh, I have a term policy. Okay, what's a term? They can't even give you the definition.
Yeah.
But if you take your time where you educate them, okay, the term, a whole life, This is what's best for you, because regardless of a term or a whole life may be the best for that person, and a term may be the best for somebody else.
Yeah.
It's all about understanding and being educated on what you
Absolutely.
need at that
Correct.
time. And a lot of people, like you said, are uninformed.
Absolutely.
And you have a lot of agents, all they care is the commission.
Yeah.
So they really not taking their time to educate their clients on what's best for them, because it's not a one fit all.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, even when I see those dresses that says one size fit all, I'm like,
No.
There's not that much spandex in the world.
okay. I'm like, how can this fit me?
Me and
then
my
it can
daughter.
fit my daughter. But I can't remember the last time I was that size, like high school. That don't make
Absolutely.
sense. So you gotta stay away with that one size fit all
Yeah.
Yeah. well,
logic.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it's funny. In my line of work, I love to tell people, the best life insurance for your situation is a life insurance that's in place when you need it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Having some coverage is better than no coverage. Okay?
Yeah.
But I've also seen, like, I've paid a death claim before.
Sure. Yeah.
And the client that came through our office, he was actually a part-time representative working in our office. He was a business owner and wanted to do the right thing for his family, but when we sat down with him, he actually had a small policy, a $50,000 policy, and who was paying about $60 a month for it.
Okay.
So what we recommended was, you have a young family, you have a daughter, we should probably approach, getting you something. If this is your budget, that's all he said he could have set aside for the life insurance portion. $60. We recommended a term life, and we did a 30-year term life insurance. And when it was in force, which was 2 years later, he was paying that policy. The coverage had some benefits where it increased as the years went on. So when that policy paid out, it was a big six-figure check that was going to take care of
His daughter.
and the the widow, the ex-wife, right? And that's what now, when I look back on that, I'm like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God I was taught by not only just by our company and the trainers that we have, but my mother taught me, just look at if you were in their shoes, and don't oversell something if they can't afford it.
Yeah.
Now,
because they're not gonna be able to pay it 2-3 months.
And so we protect the short term, which is the bucket of money. I look at it like, think of a bucket of money that you're just renting. Life insurance is the now money. Something happens tomorrow, it's instant cash. You're basically just paying a small premium for it. For that $60 a month, that took care of his family for at least 5 years.
Nice.
It didn't last a long time, but it lasted 5 years. The other portion of the money that we had was going into an investment retirement plan. This is another portion of our business that I get very passionate about, but it was a small Roth IRA. We set up a small investment account. Did we make the 30-year run where he can retire financially independent? No. And that Roth only had a few $1,000s in it. So imagine if I would have only been on the investment side, and I didn't say, you keep your life insurance, I'll just help you set up the $100 a month retirement plan, right? That would have only been a check for, Sabrina, you're right, you're a mom, right?
Yeah.
If you got a check for $3,000 or a check for a couple, a few $100,000, what are you going to take?
The more, always, I want more money always.
So when people tell me, well,
You ask a woman that question, we always want more
go
money.
with the bigger account, right?
I want the bigger check.
Yeah.
And that was a thing that really opened my eyes again. Like, wow, what we do is important, and really making sure people have adequate coverage. I've met people that are making six figures that have reached out to me through social media and said, hey, can you review my life insurance? I always tell people, get a free second opinion.
Yes,
Hey,
always.
it's not about being sold
Always.
something. It's free. If somebody's charging you to sit down with them to go over a plan, listen. Okay, go talk to somebody. It's like, a free second opinion. It doesn't hurt. And the gentleman was making a high six-figure income, total coverage $30,000. Had an agent go to his house multiple times over the last couple years to sell him a $30,000 policy. Then they sold him another $30,000. So his total coverage amount was about 60 grand.
Yeah.
His wife had about 60,000. His kids had like 30,000 each.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And total amount he was paying was $200 plus a month because it was the wrong life insurance.
That's
it was the wrong
crazy.
life insurance,
Yes.
and So what we did there? We replaced that policy.
Yeah.
And by the way, you might be looking right now in your policies and hearing this and saying, man, I need to review what I got, and you're probably going to call your company tomorrow and say, put my payments on hold. Do not do that.
Yes.
Until you get the right plan in place.
Sit with a financial advisor first.
Yes. Advisor or representative that can really guide you, and never cancel until you have something else in place.
Yes.
Because
Correct.
that could make a big mess.
Yes,
Nice.
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, for all that's a lot of great
Yeah.
information. But you haven't even give them like, hey, your social media, how can they reach
Yeah, how
you
can
if
they
they
reach out?
need you? All
Yes.
that great information.
Absolutely.
Where do they?
So Instagram, it is ASAPTONY _. So that's ASAP Tony _. And my Facebook is Anthony Georgescu. So ANTHONY GEORGESCU. That's my Instagram. And if you have any questions, you can text me directly saying, "Hey, I need help," or I heard what you said on the podcast. I would love to just get a free second opinion. So you could maybe just text me second opinion, right?
Yeah.
And I'll know who it is. But my number is 954-376-2739. And that's my business line.
Nice. Linton, for the professionals, that's mostly on.
We cover Florida,
Okay.
Oh, LinkedIn.
Yeah.
LinkedIn as well as my first and last name, Anthony Georgescu, and
Okay.
I do a lot of small business retirement plans on LinkedIn. That's kind of where our target is there. So
Okay.
that's the plan.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's nice, yeah. So you've given us one or two stories. Can you share with us one of your real success stories here that
Absolutely.
really helped drive home the importance of what you do and reinforce that you're in the right place and you're doing the right thing? Share us another story, because I think those stories really make
Matters.
it real to people.
Absolutely.
Oh, financial advisor. Yeah, I need one of those.
Absolutely.
But what's the benefit?
Yeah.
Give us
Absolutely.
some success stories.
So some of the benefits, of course, is just having a peace of mind and knowing that, hey, I have a plan.
Yeah.
So every time we sit down with a family, the first thing we look at is what's your financial independence number, which is basically the number that you need to retire.
Yeah.
Most people you ask, they're like, what is that, right?
Yeah.
So we start with that number in mind, and then we build a plan to get there, which is how much you need to set aside today. What does your emergency funds look like? How much do you have saved for an emergency? And one of our clients, she's a business owner. She actually was in a position where she was actually getting into buying real estate. And it was a great story. We were just talking about it the other day. I was at her her place of business in Miami. It's Groove and Bean Cafe if you're in if you're in Miami. But she was looking at buying a piece of real estate, and she had to come up with the down payment, and she had an emergency fund we established about 4 or 5 years ago.
Nice.
And I mean, I don't know if anybody would have really sat down with her and said, hey, let's set aside this amount of money. Any extra, we put together a solid plan where she was able to put that money in like a high yield savings. So that money, Steve, was in a high yield saving. It was getting some interest, and she was able to access that money.
Nice.
And she actually was like, hey, she forgot about the account.
Ooh, we love it when they
We
forget
love
about
it.
the account.
And when she called me, she's like, Anthony, I need you right now. So I called her. She's like, I need to get this. I need X amount of dollars. Can I use this money? Is it locked up? Is it this? It's not locked up. This is exactly why we put this in place.
Nice.
And she was able to use that. So she tells me every time. She tells everybody.
This
is the guy that helped me get my first investment property.
Yes, that's an amazing.
I haven't been here 30 years to talk about retirement.
That's
Okay. But I have talked about, yes, we've paid, we make sure that people have the right amount of protection, and we don't just stop there. We look at everything. Where are your bills going? What's like getting a free budget? I do like a budget audit leak. Audit on your budget, right? And we look at where some of the paint, what's taking most of your budget, where that could be redirected into that emergency fund.
Yeah.
Nice.
And having a few $1,000s or having 3 months of your bills put aside and having that money work for you.
Nice. Thank you. That's a amazing, successful story.
Yes,
We
yeah,
gotta
that's
check her out.
fantastic.
We definitely gotta check her out as well.
Road trip.
Just tell us again. Just tell us again once more time. How can they reach you?
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
can they find you?
So cell phone number is 954-376-2739. My business line, just message me, second opinion or plan, and I'll be sure to reach out to you. And then my Instagram is ASAPTony _, so ASAPTONY _. And my first and last name for my Facebook is Anthony Georgescu on Facebook. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate that.
Awesome.
You're
Well, thank you for
welcome.
coming
Thank
in
you
with
for
us this
coming
evening.
in. Thank you for all the amazing, information. Like you guys here, free policy review evaluation. Give him a call. And if you don't have anything in place, there's no charge up front. What do you have to lose? Get more information, get educated until you're able. And there's something, believe me, there's a policy out there for everyone. So whatever you can afford, get what you can get at that time, and later on then upgrade the policy.
Absolutely.
There's something out there for everyone. So definitely give Anthony a call today and see what he can put in place for you for now. There's no such thing as one fit all whatever
Yeah.
policy. It doesn't matter. Hey, your neighbor may be able to afford more. Whatever you can afford, get with a financial advisor and get something in place. Again, my name is Sabrina VALBRUN, and you are watching for Jaspo TV and listening to 980 AM. It was a pleasure. We'll see you guys next week. Again, our amazing guests for today.
Thank
Give
you
them
so
your
much.
information one more time, because
All
we
right.
want to make sure they reach out to you and
Absolutely.
get this amazing information.
Yeah, so cell phone number is 954-376-2739. And Facebook is Anthony Georgescu, and my Instagram is ASAPTony_. So if you're on social media, follow me. Shoot me a DM. I'll respond back within an hour. And my cell phone number is open to anybody. If you call me or text me, I'll respond back. Thank you.
All right,
Awesome.
Steve, take
Well,
us
thank you.
away.
All right, so guys, we're going to go ahead and close this evening. Like I said, if you are a business owner and you are concerned because hurricane season is almost here,
Yes.
reach out.
Absolutely.
954-450-8355. Steve, your business continuity expert, will put plans and systems in place to make sure your business is protected no matter what the world and life throws at it.
Right. Thank you again. Thank you for watching Sabrina VALBRUN, Woman in Construction. For all your water damages, roof leak, and mold, definitely give Stewart a call at 954-330-6097. Thank you and have a wonderful evening. See you next week.
You know, at this time of the year, the weather in South Florida is constantly changing, which can mean disaster for your property and your personal health. CERT Restoration is your solution. CERT Restoration is a full certified and insured restoration company servicing now the Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. At CERT Restoration, no job is too difficult. We specialize in leak detection and prevention, roof tarping, as well as water extraction and mold remediation. With CERT Restoration, you can trust for a quick response with our world-class 24/7 emergency service. CERT Restoration has been in this industry for over 5 years. With our industry know-how, credentials, training, and extensive experience, we are proud to say we have consistently met and exceeded our clients' expectations. The rainy South Florida season is upon us. Hazardous buildup like mold has grown to be a property owner's worst nightmare. CERT Restoration take pride in spreading awareness in our community of health hazards caused by mold. Get your free property evaluation today. Call us at 866-217-7462. That's 866-217-7462. Or visit our website at certainrestorationllc.com.